I'm back. Anyway, sorry, it was a dumb bit. But yeah, I'm back. Hi. It's been almost 4 months since I've uploaded anything in terms of video content. I'm really sorry that I kind of just please make yourselves known in the comments because I like meeting people. I like talking to people. But yeah, it's been 3 year since I left you all for solitude, and it's the job finding. Um, why that's a thing? That's just kind of been a thing that's going around everywhere right now. It is not just me. It's kind of everywhere right now that isn't really hiring. I'm still hoping I do have a backup plan. There's a shop that my best friend, name is Nick. I'm sure I've talked about him before. Nick, if you're watching this, I hope you're doing well. He's put in a good word for me with his management, and I've been there to fill out the forms and everything there personally already. So they already have my information. They just aren't hiring right now. So my plan is to work there seasonally, which means during the winter months. I'm hoping sometime soon that I'm gonna get something back from them, and they're like, "Hey, we'd like you to come work," and I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" It's a truck stop, so I'd be working on semis, and that's actually something I've been kind of iffy about, because it's new, obviously, but it would be a really good skill for me to learn, and it'd just be a fun experience. Plus, I already know most of the guys down there anyway, and they know me, so it it would work out pretty well if it ends up happening. So, on the writing front, God, I need to shave again. On the writing front, I would say I put up a community post saying that I was going to get to 20,000 words at the end of August. I did not reach that goal. I'm going to straight up say it. I hit 18K. I think I'm right on the cusp of 18,000 words. But I'm not at 20K just yet. So that is my goal for this month, no matter what. I managed to get 2 of the 4,000 words finished, and I'm not necessarily upset about it, because all of the stuff that I've written has been absolute bangers for everything, and I'm really proud of how well it's turned out. I'm really happy with it. For those of you who were there, I think it was last week where I went on my big Mania trip out. Again, I apologize for that. She is a very big sore spot for me. She's not exactly someone that I can ignore when I know for a fact that she's doing things to slight me personally. But like I said in my community post, I've talked with Paul. You guys know Paul. He's gone by many different names. Back then, back in the era when we were both working with Mania, he was Gray or Grayson. He then transferred to Archie, Jinx, and now he's Paularity now, but I'm just gonna call him Paul because it's easier. He's a great guy. Love the dude. He's awesome. Love hanging out with him, love talking with him. We are in the talks of making content together because he's getting a new gaming PC. Last I talked to him, which was yesterday, was I asked if there were any updates with his PC because his area is not great with the whole delivering of packages apparently, and I'm kind of stressed out with him, hoping that he gets what he paid for, because if he doesn't, then I'm not sure he can get his money back. And if he doesn't get his money back, that's going to be a whole other issue. Because he sunk, God, what did he say he sunk into it? Like $2,200 into this PC. And it's a major upgrade for the PC that I bought for him, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago? Back when I had money to throw at my friends. But yeah, I'm really excited with that coming up. He's really fun to hang out with. I love just sitting and vibing with him and just talking shit. And there's lots of games. The bastard gifted me Phasmophobia. Oh, he just DM'd me. Oh shit. We're getting an update live during the recording. Yeah, his package is out for delivery, and it's in a few hours. We'll see if it arrives there, and we're fingers crossed that it's not busted. Um, that was coincidental. It is really early in the morning. It's almost 5 a.m. I've had an all nighter. I've been. We'll see. I don't know. I'm really back to my book tirade, because I love talking about my books. You guys know this already. I love talking about my books. They are going to be my single greatest achievement that I've ever done in my whole life. And I'm hoping things will pan out tough, because I feel I'm in this lull space right now. I don't know. I don't know. I feel, yeah, I feel awful in some ways. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's depression. I would say it's more just my lack of ability is getting to that I love and am affectionate to. Like Nick, my best friend Nick, that I'm really proud of the steps that he's made for as long as I've known him. I've known the dude for almost, what, 6 years. He's awesome from and where he's gone. It's been a struggle. I don't know. I'm DMing Paul back and forth right now. Transitionary period. I'm hoping to start making my return videos very soon, and I have a very specific to spoil it, I'm gonna be playing Amnesia the Bunker. I'm gonna play it. I have with Amnesia the Bunker as my return videos. I also find it very time because what was that? 3 or 4 years ago, back in 2020. And I came back in 2021. Stuff again. You want to know about to that time period and figure out what happened for yourself. It's all been recorded. Was literally on death's door. Like that I used with unemployment money. It's kind of the time that we were in at that point where there was that. That was and that was an experience. Game at 20 to 25 FPS. I love God of War 2018. I already know I'm gonna love Ragnarok, because I'm gonna be playing Ragnarok and the DLC Valhalla. So to make because there's been an update for either in the past month, which I'm not mad about it because I know what all over the place. I talked to one of the mod. I've seen a big preview of what she's doing with Farah Missoula. I'm so excited, man. And I can't remember. And you have the reworked locations with Lanciacs, and it's a really cool idea. And I'm really interested to see what it looks like fully team. And I'm not. We were throwing around a bunch of ideas the other day. The idea of a frenzied amygdala type boss in the Abyssal Woods. Tessa also threw the idea of I don't remember if I or it was someone else who threw out the frenzied amygdala. Hopefully soon. Games from FromSoft that I haven't played. Obsessed with Elden Ring still. But I'm pretty sure I have pretty high confidence that the next project FromSoft is making is a Sekiro 2, a Journey to the West style. I don't know. Dude. Anyway, I'm still DMing Paul. I'm trying to also figure out if there's anything else I need to talk about. This is how my vlogs always end up, where I avoid that. I try to avoid hour-long vlogs for an hour. An example, if I were to ever delve into the deep lore that I've made for my books, for my novels, of the deep lore that connects everything together. In mind, I would be an abject failure as a fantasy writer. It's a requirement to make an extended amount of lore for your fans that I will never tell you about. I will never confirm nor deny things that happen. If when my books are published, people will be guessing certain things and getting them either completely right, and I will I'm really, as you can tell, I'm really hyped up for making content again because I've got people I want to make content with. I have games that I want to play personally. I have stuff that I've been. I will get back to Sekiro. I literally did Sekiro on stream for like a week in a row and was starting to get decently good at it. I thought I was getting pretty good at it. Like, I beat Genichiro on game down at that point. And I was just trying to make was a Portal Blade. That will make my gameplay experience, because I was getting close to learning how to beat her, but there was one thing that I was not doing correctly, and that was every time she jumps, you can throw a shuriken and get a free hit, and I wasn't capitalizing on it, and it wasn't something I'd thought of until I watched. God, who was it? Was it entire run through with no Kuro charm? To see if he could get any challenge runs out of it for another channel that he never did. I remember watching that live stream VOD. Big surprise. I'm an Elden Ring player and I watch a challenge runner and a speed. He's a way better player at FromSoft games than I will ever be in my life. Took part in bingo with like guys. Those are really cool videos. I think Bushy's bingo never claimed to be a super good FromSoft game player. The only game I'm not good at is because I don't like the game. Like Distortion had back in the day. Dead. Because if I do get vanilla Dark Souls 2, I might play Dark Souls 2 more. Because vanilla is better than Scholar. You can't change my mind. And with the updates on Archthrones, I did my I did 3 playthroughs of Archthrones. I did my first playthrough, I wanted to play something Dark Souls 3. And that's it. I haven't played a lot of Dark Souls 3. And I really want to give the game a chance. The game is mid. I think it is mid. Aside from the boss designs and I think most of the game is Dark Souls 1 compared to Elden Ring, compared to Sekiro. List of FromSoft games, Elden Ring is number 1, obviously. I've played it the most. It's the game I'm best at. It's the game I love the most. Dark Souls 1 is right after that, okay? The end of FromSoft in the first, because I went Dark Souls 1 straight to Elden Ring, which was a mistake, by the way. If the game didn't click for me until because B told me that I needed to do it, and I said, okay, I'll do it, but you're gonna be there with me, and I did a good chunk of it on stream. I did most of it off stream because I really wanted to entrench myself in the experience, and then by the time I was finished with that full first playthrough, I was like, I love this game, I'm gonna play it again. Yeah. But then DLC got announced, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it. And then I played, because I played Dark Souls 3 Convergence, because it was after Convergence mod that I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it really early last year. Because I did my Dead Space streams, and then I did my Dark Souls 2, and then I did Jedi Survivor, and then Resident Evil 4, and I absolutely loved the fuck out of that. And then it was after that that I decided, fuck Elden Ring. And now I'm tied between Reborn and to work with the Convergence mod team to bridge these two mods together, and then you have the perfect mod for Elden Ring, because it adds so many, both of these mods add so many different mechanics, and I think Reborn is my favorite casual preferred mod for challenge running, because I am going to do challenge runs at one Convergence, because I want to do more RL1 runs. I did an RL1 and a no uptime. Fucking love Twin Blades. They're easily my favorite weapon type. My second favorite weapon type is the Light Greatsword type. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. The Light Greatsword, my favorite, easily my second game, hands down. They are amazing. Playthrough that I've done. I started out with Scythes because I just tried on. And then there was, which one was I using? The Phalanx Pike? Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Phalanx. I tried the Naginata finally, and I ended up, it's just not near. But yeah, like, I could go on for hours talking about the game. It's easily to be improved with Elden Ring, and that's always the best thing, because if you can't improve game 30 times because they've already hit their peak, you never fall. And that's not good. Play it no matter what. And when Elden Ring came out, let's not forget, when Elden Ring came out, because it goes everything against modern development standards, blah 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 blah. I think it was Ubisoft. It was a bunch of about all of the things Ubisoft would have done to Elden Ring and why it would be shit. God, that was so amazing. Rather than games with all of your dogs, it's take pleasure in. But when your comfort games moved, that the last time I was here or not? I'm good at distracting myself, and running off on 300,000 different tangents, but I'm not perfect. It's God, my hair wanting to stay being short. Ugh. Pain in my ass. Anyway. But yeah, I just love video games. I don't really shit on people's standards for games very often, unless they are verifiably dog shit. There are specific gaming communities that I stay away from because I know how bad they are. Like Roblox. I've never touched Roblox in my life. Never will. And by God, I hope that never changes, because the community is rife with exploitation and toxicity and very disgusting behavior. Dead by Daylight. I played Dead by Daylight years ago with Tom. God, I miss talking to Tom. I should reach out, check if he's doing okay, or at least just go check up on his stream. I think he still streams regularly. I don't want to just intrude and then disappear again. But like, and I'm about to jump deep in the weeds here a little bit, but the main reason why I don't play Minecraft anymore is, number one, because of the community behind Minecraft. I do not like catering to a bunch of 12-year-olds who have no bearing on how the world works. There are even some 20 and 30-year-olds in that community who act the same way, who think that you have to cater to the lowest common denominator to make your content successful. And Minecraft content is not even remotely as successful as it used to be. Minecraft, I would argue, is on its way out in terms of popularity. It will always be popular, don't get me wrong, because it's a kid's game. And the modding community behind Minecraft are fucking crazy. They go balls to the wall with their shit. But the playing community, we're just not. There's not a lot I can say about it because I haven't been a part of it for years. And there's incredibly specific reasons why. And Mania is what other games do I avoid like the plague? Or gaming communities, I should say. I don't know. There's just not. I don't find a lot of value in sticking to a singular community in terms of gaming, which is why I prefer variety. I prefer variety all the time, always. I think if you are a variety gamer, you're on the right path because it's healthier. You don't get caught up in drama nearly as often. And as long as you don't actively go out of your way to piss people off, people will have no problem with you. But there are some people who are just completely incapable of that. Like there's a reason why I don't do a lot of Elden Ring content anymore, and it's because Elden Ring is my comfort game. I don't want to specifically be caught up in the Elden Ring community all the time, always, because even though I've met some really cool people, through the Elden Ring community. I met one of the map makers for a mod that I love. There's another dude that I met who is currently getting into map making for mods. He had a really cool Castle Ensis idea that I really enjoyed. I hope I should check in on him as well to see if his project went well with that. But I don't really align with those communities because I don't necessarily because the problem with aligning with a community is that people outside of that community instantly assume that you align with everything that they talk about. It means that you agree with everything that anyone ever says in that community. And I hate that. I hate that a lot because people are allowed to have their own specific opinions on specific things. There are a lot of opinions that I have about FromSoft games that absolutely piss the hell out. It absolutely pisses the hell. It absolutely pisses off. I can't talk. I'm sorry. It absolutely pisses off a huge percentage of the FromSoft community that I talk about. When I talk about it, they get pissed off and they wouldn't like it. And I understand that. Like, there are certain things about the games that I just don't agree with that they do. And I'm allowed to have that. I just don't want to get into discourse over it. I'm okay with talking about it. I'm okay with having a discussion over it. I'm not okay. I always say if you instantly turn a casual conversation into a debate because you just don't agree with someone, you've already lost. Getting mad over it isn't going to make anyone change their position. If anything, it's going to make them entrench in their opinion even harder because people don't like changing their minds. People don't like changing their views on because they think that they don't want to be wrong. People don't like being wrong. I don't know. I don't know. There's lots of other things that I could talk about that. I don't want to I don't really want to get into some of that stuff because it's not my area of expertise. I'm not an expert by any measure. All of my statements are pure opinion and not based on uh anything else but the facts that I've been exposed to. Um which is I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I think I'm done rambling. I'm sorry this vlog is so long, but I kind of felt the need to talk and ramble a little bit for my comeback vlog. I feel like I owe it at this point. Um, some people really like to listen to me ramble. I don't understand why. I don't get why. Please, someone explain to me why some people really like to listen to me ramble for 20 to 30 minutes at a time about certain things. Some people have told me it's because of how passionate I am about certain stuff, or it's because I'm keenly knowledgeable about certain things. I would say I'm a circumstantially knowledgeable person. It's all based on the circumstance rather than me actually being smart. But yeah, it's one of those things, you know. I don't claim to be an expert in anything. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Click the links in the description below for more videos that I've done, as well as other YouTubers I've worked with. And I will see all of you in the next video. Bye! God. It's been ages since I've done that outro.